you'll see.
You're pissing me off. That's what you're doing.
I know what you're thinking.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud, too.
Who's this guy? Who are you? Huh? What are you, a farmer?
I'll be back.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
This American Western film is directed by James Samuel, who co-wrote the screenplay with Boaz Yakin.
No. Please. Please. I am sorry. I am sorry.
Jonathan Majors and Idris Elba are in the leading roles. Other attractions are Zazie Beetz, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, LaKeith Stanfield, R.J. Cyler, Danielle Deadwyler, Edi Gathegi, and Dion Cole. The film starts with teenager Nat Love and parents having their dinner. Then somebody knocks on the door. To the household's horror, a ruthless gang leader and criminal, Rufus Buck, and his right-hand Cortez intrudes into the home. Nat's dad begs Rufus for forgiveness, saying that Rufus' beef is with him, not with his family. But Rufus guns down the parents and then carves a cross into T-Nat's forehead.
Your quarrel is with me.
In the next part, showing as after so many years, in Texas, Cortez tries to collect his regular extortion money from the local church. But instead of a local priest, he encounters grown-up Nat. Nat kills him in a shootout inside the church.
Who are you?
In the next scene, the Crimson Hood gang returns with their haul from a successful bank robbery. Suddenly sharpshooter Bill Pickett and quick draw Jim Beckworth ambush them and steal their haul. In the shootout they kill all the gang members except one Monroe, who tells them the $25,000 they have stolen belongs to Rufus Buck. Hearing this makes Bill and Jim nervous. Bill and Jim are gang members of Nat.
Much obliged.
Shit, we can die.
We not gonna die.
You think I'm talking about a bank?
Nat rides to Douglastown to find his lover Mary Fields, who runs a chain of saloons, where he encounters Cuffy, a feisty tomboy and the enforcer of Mary. Mary meets Nat in a room and they about to start intimate. Bill brings news of the heist from Crimson Hood gang.
Take your weapon and enjoy the festivities. Get that horse and his wagon.
Well, what? Ned.
In the next part, a train is forcefully stopped by Rufus associate Strudy Smith and Cherokee Bill with their gang. They force the soldiers to free Rufus Buck, who is locked inside the train as a prisoner. After the release, Rufus orders to execute every soldiers except the young one who can drive the train.
All right, stay calm, everybody. Put the weapon down, boy. Everybody but him.
U.S. Marshal Bass Reeves visits Mary's saloon and arrests Nat after a standoff in a saloon. But it was an understanding between Nat and Bass to make a move against Rufus without involving Nat's gang.
Oh, no need to show me that stuff. I know who he is.
You don't touch it.
Only out there killing men.
Go.
Redwood City was the stronghold of Rufus before he went to prison. Now the town is run by his former associate, Wiley Isco. Surprisingly, he is the sheriff of the city also. Knowing that Wiley has used the position to profit at the expense of the town, Rufus beats him badly and threatens to kill him if he doesn't leave the town. After that, he warns the town folks to raise $50,000 immediately to save the city.
$25,000.
What'd he say? I want you to vacate immediately. What's your name? James. How much?
You and everything you love will burn.
On the way, Bass releases Nat. But Nat's gang along with Mary and Cuffy was following them and insist on joining them. On the way, they meet beaten up and frustrated Wiley, who tells them Rufus has returned to Redwood.
Yep.
I was fixing to kill you.
A lot of men be fixing, son.
Now get out of here. Yeah.
That's Reese. Redwood crawling with gunmen.
I don't believe a thing.
Unless you got inside information.
Want Rufus gone, and I got mine.
Mary takes the responsibility to get access to Rufus and convinces Nat. On the pretext of a potential saloon buyer, she visits Trudy's saloon. But Trudy doesn't believe her and takes her as a prisoner and beats her. Nat and gang eventually reaches there for Mary and Nat let himself capture by Rufus' henchmen. Trudy has Nat also beaten, but Nat only requests Rufus to release Mary. Seeing the situation, Rufus demands Nat to return the money he stole. Besides, he has to pay additional $10,000 as interest, requiring Nat to rob a bank in a white town.
Don't talk. My saloon in Douglas is booming.
What are you thinking?
Get yourself killed for love. Put a bullet in her head.
Where's Rufus Buck? 3.
Exactly who he was. I expect my money on Friday. All of it.
So why Rufus didn't kill young Nat? Because he was a kid or any other reason behind that? Will Nat be able to pay the debt and release Mary? Will Nat take revenge on Rufus for his parents' murder? Better watch the movie. Our opinion about the film is this. It is one of few Western films whose principal characters are all black. The leading role done by Jonathan Majors as Nat is a little bit disappointing. He doesn't have the personality of Denzel Washington or Samuel Jackson to do the role of a rough and tough Western cowboy, but somewhat he managed it in his own way. But Idris Elba, he is always a pleasure to watch. His personality enhances the role as a menacing and authoritative gang leader, Rufus. Zazie Beetz as the female lead done a good job and pleasure to the eyes. Regina King as aggressive Trudy will never disappoint you. LaKeith Stanfield as Cherokee Bill, Delroy Lindo as U.S. Marshal Bass Reeves, Danielle Deadwyler as Tomboy Enforcer Cuffy, R.J. Cyler as Quick Trajan Beckworth and Edi Gathegi as Sharpshooter Bill Pickett are the other honorable mentions. This film has a nice momentum. Especially, one scene where Nat and Cuffy try to rob white folks' bank is really entertaining. Overall, this film is a decent entertainer.